Hello there friends, this is Jason Onks from Onks Woodwind Specialist. This short video is designed to be a companion video to our next post, which is post 48. You can visit our website onksws.com and search for post 48 to get the full information of the blog post of the information I've typed out. As you guys probably understand, as oboe players, oboes are very complicated, so we encourage every serious oboist, a professional, those striving to be professionals, studio teachers, anybody that's serious about oboe, to have an annual cleaning. And I've written several previous blog posts about the importance of cleanings and why they're important, so you can search our websites for cleaning and be able to find all those very quickly. But this video is not to go through all of that information, but just to show you here at Onks Woodwind Specialist, if you send your oboe in, what do you get for that service? If we tell you we're going to do a full cleaning and setup here at Onks Woodwind, what do you get for that? So I'm just going to read off the points that are actually in post number 48. So you can also see these on the website. So first off, we completely disassemble the instrument. We will check all your tenon cork adjustments, make sure the corks are stable, we'll make sure they're tight enough, but we also check more than just the tenons. So over time, the rails, which is the metal or the wood or the plastic right above and below the cork, over time those wear as well, and so you have to have stable joint connections, and so we check all of that plus the tenon cork. We check all your adjustment corks and all the bumper corks on the oboes. If they're falling off or if they're worn out, corks over time, even if they're still on the oboe, they can compress and start making loud clicky noises. So we check all those corks. Anything that needs to be replaced, we do so. And usually in our experience, if you're trying to get a consistent adjustment on say the upper stack, the upper joint of your oboe, it's really beneficial to have all those main adjustment corks changed at the same time. That way it's really consistent, not only just for quietness, but all the corks are the same thickness and the same condition at the beginning. That way it's consistent adjustment for the next year or so. We also we clean all the hinge tubes. Since all the keys are off, we change all the hinge tubes, or we clean all the hinge tubes and the pivot areas. And of course, corresponding to that, we change or clean the rods and the pivot screws. We clean post holes and post facings. We clean all the tone holes. Most people in the oboe world talk about cleaning your octave vents, and that is extremely important, no doubt about it. But when you play the oboe a lot, all the tone holes of your oboe need to be cleaned. Over time, from the moisture from playing the oboe, moisture gets inside the tone hole where you can't really see it because there's keys covering that up, and dust and dirt collect in that moisture, and then it dries when you're not playing, and then you play it again and more moisture gets inside the instrument, and so it's just a compounding effect over time. So we clean all those, and we have an enzyme based cleaner here in the shop that really breaks that stuff down very efficiently and very quickly. Of course, we also, since it's a part, we wash the body, and if it's a wooden instrument, we oil it. Wash and clean the keys. Before we reassemble the joints, especially if it's a wooden instrument, we plug all the holes and we make sure that the wood seals. This is especially important for oboes that have previously been cracked. If the oboe's been cracked, we want to test the previous crack area, make sure it's still sealing. If some of the tone holes have been replaced with inserts, we want to make sure that those inserts are still sealing. So we really do a thorough check of the joints to make sure that they're sealing properly before we put the keys back on. And once we've done that, we start reassembling the keys. and we check each key by itself. We make sure that each individual pad is covering that tone hole properly as we go along. So we're checking each pad individually, and then as we are certain that the pads are covering properly, that's when we start putting the basic adjustments back into the oboe as we're reinstalling it. Because the instrument's completely apart, we completely re-oil the whole mechanism, all the rods, all the pivot screws, as we're putting it back together with a fairly heavy synthetic oil. The synthetic oil lasts a very long time because it's heavier. We feel it's more fluid action inside the keys, and because it's synthetic, it doesn't break down and become gummy and sticky like traditional petroleum-based oil does. Once we go through the whole oboe reassembling, we of course put it together and we do a play test. And in our shop, we usually let the instrument set for a day or 2 days, and we check it multiple times. We check the adjustments several times, and we play test them several times to make sure all that comprehensive work that we've done, we want to make sure that it's as stable as possible. So that's it. There's a lot more that goes behind it, but that's the highlighted bullet points of what we do when we service your instrument, when we do a full cleaning and setup here at Onks Woodwind Specialist. So just want to throw that out there as a companion video to post number 48. Hope this has been beneficial. Please don't hesitate to call us or contact us in any way. If you guys have questions, you can email the office at onksws.com. You can call us in the shop and talk to us directly. That number is 615-223-9015. It's been a pleasure to do this for you today, and look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.